FDA just introduced a brand new implant that's approved. So, Bill, tell me about this. I mean, you're a world expert in breast implants.
J&J, huge company.
Sure, huge.
But Mentor is the breast implant company. It's actually the longest standing breast implant company. They just did a FDA clinical trial on a reconstructive implant. It's called the Mentor Enhance Breast Implant. This was just approved just recently. It's the latest breast implant approval by the FDA. And it's got a unique niche. It's for reconstructive patients. And the thing that's been missing for that is that, reconstructive patients tend to need bigger volume implants. They're having mastectomies and they're removing all the breast tissue. So currently, before this approval, the max size implant was 800 cc's.
Okay.
So for all the different implant companies that are approved, the max size implant is either 750 or 800 cc's for each of the companies.
Okay.
The problem is that some of these women that have mastectomies need a much larger implant. They might need a 1200 cc implant, but it just didn't exist. So it was really an unmet need. So Mentor did a clinical trial, and that now has been approved. The Mentor Enhanced line of breast implants, it goes from 930 cc's to 1440 cc's. And so it's really a great thing for the reconstructive patients, because up until this point, it was a problem because there's not an implant to fit some of these people. And it's not for every reconstructive patient. It just depends on the patient. But as you know, I mean, it's incredible what you're able to do in breast reconstruction. And what we found is like breast reconstruction is an incredibly important part of the whole multidisciplinary care of the breast cancer patient. So this just really adds to the toolbox for people to be treated and made whole again after breast cancer.
Yeah. So I have two questions for you, Bill. One is, obviously it's the same cohesive gel as the other Mentor implants, right? So because they're FDA approved, right?
Yep.
And then my other question is, what would prevent us from using it for cosmetic use? Or is there an indication or?
These implants were approved for reconstructive use because the study was done on all reconstructive patients. So, somebody could certainly use it off label.
Yeah.
But the truth is, and we know this, is like, for an augmentation patient, that size implant is just, it's really
way on.
Not typically, it's not going to do well, and it's really not needed. The existing implants that are approved for augmentation they're actually, the bigger sizes are actually too big for almost all, if not all, augmentation patients. But I'm sure we'll see somebody decides they're going to use it off label for augmentation, but that's just wasn't the purpose of doing the study. And they're not approved for that.
Right. But I'm sure we'll see something on TikTok about it, because
it gets clicks.
It gets clicks and views, of course, a lot of views. Well, Bill, that was great stuff. Thanks for joining us on Hey Doc. These innovations are changing the landscape for breast reconstruction, like you mentioned, but we want to hear from you all. Are injectable breast implants too good to be true? Well, head over to the next episode of Hey Doc, and while you're there, let us know your thoughts and comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. See you soon on Hey Doc.